Yo, what's good though? Soul here, and welcome back to my story mode. For the handful of you guys that was actually waiting for this, yeah, it's actually here. We're doing it. Welcome to my first ever official solo run of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, using only Shinx. So, exactly as the title suggests, we will be utilizing only Shinx for this playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course we had to choose Shinx for the solo run. Nothing else could compare to its godly glow, and nothing is able to stand in its path. We will absolutely destroy Scarlet and Violet, is what I would love to actually say. Unfortunately, we live in this reality where the Shinx to Luxray line actually does not have the best stats at all for an electric type. On top of that, one of the rules is that I'm not evolving Shinx, so that actually multiplies the difficulty by way too much, frankly. But hey, guess what? We're gonna try it anyway, so buckle up, strap in, and watch me suffer as we go through the entirety of this region once more, but only with our partner Shinx. Just a few things before we get started here. A while back, I asked you guys what kind of playthrough style you guys would like to see for this series, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do this entire thing in one video. I mean, theoretically, I could, but that would probably be like an 8-hour video, and we would probably have the DLC by the time the video itself actually comes out. No, unfortunately, Generation 9 is jam-packed with way too much content to be able to stuff into one video, so it is going to have to be a series. And specifically because it's going to be a series, I'm going to need your guys' support on this one more than ever. If you enjoy the series and you want to see it continue after this episode, make sure to drop a like and a comment so that I know that you guys are enjoying this and I can continue the series. This specific style is something that I have yet to do on this channel, and I think that it could be fun to do more stuff like this, and I would love to continue. I just want to know that this is something that you guys enjoy. So, if you could just do me the greatest favor of showing me that you're enjoying it, I would appreciate that so much. Okay, enough with the begging. We still have a couple of things to go over. A while back, across multiple platforms, I asked you guys specifically how you would like this series to be presented to you. It could have been a Let's Play style, a podcast style, or like a heavily edited storytime style. Throughout the course of the week that I had the votes up, it was kinda split. So I went ahead and made an executive decision to blend two of the separate styles that people voted for the most. This series is going to be somewhat of a blend of a storytime and a Let's Play. When I recorded the footage for this video, I talked as if I was doing a Let's Play. However, I did it very loosely. And then of course there are times where I'm completely silent, not saying anything, which I did on purpose because I decided to go ahead and leave those parts to me, Future Soul, to fill in the blanks and the thought bubbles and what have you. And so with that, we have our perfect blend. Our Let's Play style with the occasional real-time commentary, and our storytime style. Essentially where I kind of just talk to you guys like I do normally, just like this. So going forward, just so that nobody's confused, when you see a filter on the screen, that means it's Future Soul talking, post commentary. When you see no filter, that means it's live commentary, just so we understand. I did use two separate mics to try and differentiate us, but I feel like that alone won't be enough, so just that little extra precaution, just so we're aware. Now, with all of that out of the way, I think the final thing that we really need to talk about is the rules that we set in place. Now keep in mind going forward that this is a solo run utilizing a mono-type Pokemon in its base form with already not amazing stats, so I think it's more than fair to say that there's really not that many rules that need to be implemented for this. It's kind of a challenge in of itself, and I learned that the hard way. For the sake of this video, there were only two rules that I stuck with personally. One of said rules was that I can only utilize the Shinx that I catch in this game for the rest of the game. And so, the Shinx that you see throughout the duration of this video is the primary one that I will be utilizing for this run. Until a very specific problem arises at the end that I'm definitely gonna need some help with. The second rule is beat the damn game by any means necessary. I imagine that second one pretty much speaks for itself. Okay, with all of that being said, everything out of the way, I ask you guys once more. Can I beat Pokemon Scarlet and Violet utilizing only Shinx? I booted the game up once again thinking how would it ever be possible for me to get through this game with one Shinx? At first I thought that it would be remotely possible, And then I started playing the game. We'll get to all of that, but my god, this is going to be a lot harder than I originally imagined. However though, I booted up the game twice. Once because I had picked a boy, because in my last playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet, I picked a girl, as you could see in my review. And then I went back and picked the girl again, because I remembered that the girls have way more customization options than the boys. And in a game with virtually no customization options, yeah, no, I was switching that out. But anyhow, it looks like Past Me has a little something to say, so let's let him talk for a second, cause he likes to ramble a lot. Oh man, I gotta sit so damn still. Oh no. Oh, I don't want you guys to hear my chair. Oh man. Okay, whatever. Also, I hope that by the time this is out, I'll have done the intro, so you know what the rules are, quote unquote, and you know what I'm going for. I want to do this like weird little like hybrid between live commentary and post commentary, and I think it would be kind of fun to interact with myself because I didn't know how else to do this otherwise. So, you know, but yeah. All right. And it kind of like leaves room. Like if I don't feel like talking for a little while, like if I just want to put a video on in the background, I could just leave it to Post Me. Isn't that right, Post Me? Yeah, I guess that's kind of true, but you're a goofball because you already forgot that you're an over-explainer, and so you need to literally explain every little detail about every little thought. Oh boy, this is definitely going to be a hell of a journey. So at this point in time of the recording, I was actually thinking to myself very heavily if it was even worth recording pretty much anything after that point, because I completely forgot how much intro and hand-holding and tutorial stuff there is at the beginning. Naturally, of course, Past Soul believed that it would be totally fine because I could just edit everything in post. And so here I am, editing everything in post. So yeah, we're not going to see all of the beginning, but we can take little glimpses and glances of what I thought was important at the time to say during the earlier portions of the game. Oh my god, that hat looks so stupid on her. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. Ironically, I haven't had a phone at all since... Really? Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I mean, I guess it keeps me off of social media. Bro, that would be so cool to have a situation. Oh my god, please. That'd be so sick to have a situation in which we had a social media app in-game for Pokemon. Like, imagine if we could, like traverse the web of Paldea just to see what's going on in the world. They could totally have, like, cool, like, raid events and stuff like that. Dude, I can totally see them doing something like that in the next game, and they introduce, like, oh, this is how you find out about raids through social media. You know what I mean? Like, it's like NPCs saying it and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Kind of like in Spider-Man. Y'all ever play Spider-Man? No? Alright, well, either way, I just thought that'd be neat. Dude! What is the point of this house? It's so cool. Like, they could have easily done something to reward the player for coming in here, like, given, like, some kind of... Whoa. Okay, didn't know I could do that. But this kind of, like, goes into the whole thing. It's just, like, I'm not incentivized, usually, to go into places like these because you're not rewarded for it. And there's, like, usually no point in doing so. Like, it's cool that they designed this entire, like, house, and it looks, like, really nice. Like, it's super, like, it's full of all these different paintings, books, all these different random Pokemon just kind of chilling around the area. You know, these two Pokemon having a whole ass conversation over here, and it's super cute. Why? Why do we not have more like that? But, at the same time, I've played through this game, like, 3 times already. I have never, ever seen this room. It's beautiful, and yet there's no reason to go in there, ever. This, right here, what I just did, complete waste of time. Ridiculous. I fooled all of you. Literally none of it was important. I just like to talk too much. Oh my god, what's happening? There's nothing on the screen. Why did it lag so bad? And so pretty much after that point in time, I decided it was more important for me to just put all of my focus into going through all of the intro stuff so that we could just get that out of the way and start getting into the solo run. A lot of people will go around saying that the collective of humanity's patience has dwindled a lot, and a lot of people will blame that on TikTok. But me personally, I blame that on Pokemon emulators, because having a speed up button changed the game so much, because this drivel was tough to get through for a third time. I know we already tore this game a new butthole a couple of months ago when we did the review, but I cannot stress enough how ugly this game is. It's ridiculous. It feels like I'm playing a PS2 game half the time. Disregarding that random thought though, I do feel like I should apologize for keeping the game completely silent. Completely forgot I don't need to do that, especially if I'm providing commentary, so by the next part, if there is another part, it will be fixed, I promise. So I don't actually remember doing this, but at some point I just stopped recording a lot of the intro stuff, like the battle with Arven and all the way up to the first gate. I guess I had realized at some point that none of that stuff was crucial and wasting all of that space on my hard drive would just be a waste of time, so I kinda didn't. But I did a couple of battles here that did kind of make me realize just how much of a struggle this run was gonna be. I mean, hell, I already figured it was gonna be a hell of a problem because a good quarter of my footage is me collecting items like potions and just whatever was around the world for me to either sell or utilize in battle, because Lord knows I was gonna need as many free items as possible because there's no way in hell I wasn't gonna die a couple of times. However, there was one crucial aspect that I completely forgot about, and that was terrestrialization. I had completely forgotten about the aspect entirely until I got into my battle with Nemona. At first I figured, hey, it's just a Palmy, she's just gonna terrestrialize it into an electric monotype and it'll be whatever. And then I quickly regretted my own words because I realized that I had picked Quaxley for some reason. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. No shot, this doesn't kill me. Oh man. This is finna be a... Wait, can I still progress? Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to battle her again. That's crazy. Damn it. If I had Shinx, it would be fun. Wait. And in that very moment, I realized that if it was necessary, I could also change the Terra typing of Shinx later on down the line during this playthrough. I've also since then realized that it would be a monotonous amount of grinding to be able to get the amount of Terra shards that I would need to change the Terra type of the Shinx that I'm using, so I guess we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. So anyways, I went ahead and did everybody a little favor and skipped over all of the school intro stuff so that we could get right into the meat of things. I'm gonna let past me take it for a second. I'm assuming that future me already gave the lowdown on the rules and stuff at the beginning, and I'm sure at some point he might have also mentioned, just maybe he'll leave it to me. I don't know. I don't know what Future Soul is thinking yet. But in the Discord, I asked you guys if one of the rules should be if I grab a Shinx now and start using it and then later trade it out for a specific Shinx with moves and stuff like that. And one of you guys, I'll put it up on the screen, whoever said it. One of you guys said to go ahead and just use the Shinx that we run into. The first Shinx that we run into. And this one seems real interested. You see her? Nah, but we used a her for our Diamond and Pearl playthrough, named her Goddess. So I think it might be time for a real king. So I'm gonna capture. Oh, and it's got Intimidate. Wonderful. So I guess let me see if I can catch it in one ball. Because if so, this will be the Shinx that we run with for the entirety of the playthrough. We might get a little grinding on screen. We'll see what happens here. Whoa. It might kill me if I'm not careful. Oh my God. Please, just... Oh my God. You're so low level. Please, please. Just stay in the ball. Please. Alright, wonderful. Now, I'm trying to think of what to name the Shinx that we're going to use for our solo run here. I really don't know. I kind of like King. It's simple. He's a king. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's good and simple, right? Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna grind out a little bit. So I'm sure Future Soul will be doing most of the talking right now. So take it away, I guess. Yeah, thank you so much. So anyway, that is precisely what I went ahead and did. Grinding out this area made me so appreciative of the fact that there's no level cap rule in place right now, because if there was, this would be 4 times as impossible as it already is. But after a good like 20 or so minutes of just killing a bunch of random rookies, I finally got King up to a decent level so that he could kind of hold his own in battle. In the early stages of the game here, I was able to absolutely abuse the fact that Shinx had Charge very early on, as well as Thunder Shock, and using an electric type terrestrialization, I could absolutely body pretty much anything in my path, given that it was a small enough enemy. So I'm sure that it's not hard to imagine that somebody as cautious as me actually went out of my way to just kind of abuse that in every trainer battle, in every random encounter, and just got as many levels as I possibly could. At some point, I decided that it would actually be kind of smart to check King's stats to know how I'm going to build this Shinx. Is it going to be a physical attacker, special attacker? Am I going to prioritize speed? What's going to happen here? And it is a hasty nature Shinx. So I will do my best to prioritize that speed as much as I possibly can, if that's even a possibility. But again, it's a Shinx. Its stats are not that good. It's not really outspeeding anything, especially past like the first gym and stuff like that. But we'll get to that when we get to that. After a couple more battles and a couple more levels, I figured, hey, it's sitting right in front of me, why don't I go ahead and do a raid battle real quick? Thankfully though, this one wasn't too bad whatsoever, just a 1-star Tynamo, nothing scary at all. I just kind of abused the exact same situation that I've been doing for pretty much everything on this route so far, and I was able to pretty much kill it. I felt like it was a smart thing to do, considering the fact that raid battles gives you a lot of good rewards, especially experience candies, which I know that I'm gonna have to abuse at some point. Not yet, per se, but I'm gonna need a lot of experience candies soon. Since it's still early game, I figured, hey, why not just abuse the experience candies that I have on deck right now, and ended up getting King all the way up to level 18. And doing this allowed for him to learn Spark, phenomenal little move for a physical attacker, so we're gonna go ahead and abuse that when we get the chance. However, I had quickly forgotten that Shinx evolves at level 15. No! Oh! So of course, I quickly made it my priority to look around everywhere in the area for an Everstone, because Everstones are just kind of common like that. However, I couldn't find one after like 15 minutes of looking, so I just kind of caved in and looked up where I could get one, completely forgot that I could just buy one from the shop. So I went ahead and did exactly that. And so, with that little side quest out of the way, I quickly went back to my grinding. Ran into that little Jigglypuff in that little hidden corner in the area where it's just a random water-type Terra-type, so that was free experience for me, so cleared that immediately. And so it kind of continued to be easy pickings for just a little while. I would eradicate pretty much any wild Pokemon, and any trainer, I would turn any of their partner Pokemon into absolute mush. That is, of course, until I got too cocky and decided to challenge this trainer, who's rocking a Jigglypuff and a Skiddo. Thankfully, with King's newly learned Thunder Fang, Jigglypuff was absolute easy pickings. His Skiddo, on the other hand, was absolutely pushing every single one of my buttons. Oh my god, please! Stop with the Leptos! Just stop! I need Ice Fang. I can't do this. How do I get Ice Fang? Thankfully, by the grace of Shinx, we managed to get by. However, I was struggling a lot earlier than I thought I would be against an opponent like that, so I started to get a little worried. That fight also made me realize that because of where we were in the game right now, pretty much all of the early game gyms and events and stuff like that were pretty much working against me. At that point, I was screaming to myself, how in the hell am I gonna fight off Cloth, a Titan Rock-type Pokemon, and the first gym, which is pretty much all Grass types? I did a couple of test battles against some of the Cloth in the area just to see what I'd be up against. No! 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 If this thing has heart, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, no. I'm gonna actually kill myself. So, yeah, it's no mystery, I was a little scared. But I would like to think that I handled myself pretty well for the first Titan. Oh. Block, piss off. I wasn't gonna go anywhere, goofy. Oh. No! No! No, 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 no! Yeah, bitch. Did your speed go up? Wait. Oh. Of all the types in this! King, no! Meant to heal! Oh. Alright, nah, you're getting a booty whooping this time, bucko. Arvin, you better carry hard right now. Please. Yes, keep attacking Shelter. I am not here. I'm not even a threat. Not even a threat. Wow, I'm really not a threat. Yeah, Lyrim! Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, keep up the gun. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Low defense. Terrestrialized charged Thunderfang? That's gotta kill. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That charge is gonna come in clutch. I might have to hold on to that for a while. Whew. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good boy, baby! Let's go, King! Let's go, King! And so, with that, my first Titan battle was officially cleared. And my worries skyrocketed, because how in the hell am I going to take care of half of these other Titans? I guess that's why I turned this into a series instead of saying, oh, I beat this game with only Shinx, because I still don't know if that's even possible. But, if we do manage to do that, I will definitely turn it into one big bonanza of an edit of me whooping this game with only Shinx, because if I could do that, I can do anything. But I'm trying not to be too hasty here. The only reason that I was struggling with this fight at all was because I was kind of rushing it, because this was the only way for me to get the dash ability for Kodaidon. A good ability for Kodaidon means that I can get around the world faster. The faster I can get around the world, the more I have access to. And the more I have access to, the more I can train this Shinx so that we can handle some of the upcoming battles coming our way. So after doing that and another successful raid battle, I just went ahead and started to do a little grinding around the area. This little thing happened. What? I was nowhere near that Skiddo. I mean, if you want to die, be my guest, but I was nowhere near you, Buck. Boy, I love being reminded how broken this game is. So with that, I made my way to the entrance of Artisan, and right outside of town is a lot of flying-type Pokemon, which I absolutely abused for grinding. I went up like at least 10 levels before I actually made my way inside. So at that point in time, I decided, hey, there's really no more point recording if I'm just going to be grinding out all these flying-type Pokemon, so I turned the recording off. But I guess when I turned it back on, I forgot to hit the commentary button. So even though there were definitely moments where I was talking in live commentary, it wasn't recording. I was just talking to myself. So I got the gameplay, not anything else. So for the rest of this, it's just going to be Future Soul. But that's okay, because we're pretty much going to hit the end point soon anyway. Since there was virtually nothing else to do in any of these towns, I made my way directly to the gym. I wanted to get the gym challenge out the way so I could get right to the main gym battle. Collecting Sunflora was still easy enough, still absolutely disgusting, but none of them are even really all that hidden, so, you know, whatever. I never bothered learning this gym leader's name, so I just call him Whip Guy, but apparently his name is Brassius, so we got right to this fight. His first two Pokemon were naught but a breeze. Unfortunately, I can't one-shot anything because Shinx simply isn't strong enough, but thankfully Shinx was hanging on relatively well, so I managed to make my way through those two just fine. But then, there was Sudowoodo. Completely forgot that this was his final Pokemon, did not know exactly what I was going to do, except just pretty much hunker down on Thunderfanging as hard as I possibly could. Obviously, when he terrestrialized, he turned Sudowoodo into a mono grass typing. So, on top of Thunderfang not really doing as much as I would have liked, he also had Stab Trailblaze, and that was kind of kicking my ass for a while there. Luckily though, through a lot of determination and a very lucky charged, terrestrialized Thunderfang, we finally got him down. I took a picture that I would never have taken with this guy in real life because bro was rocking a whip, and we persevered. And so, with no time to waste, I made my way to the next route where I started battling more trainers and more wild Pokemon, and I wasn't having too much trouble until I got to this one trainer that's kind of hanging out near the cliffside. The dude is only rocking 2 Pokemon, and neither of them are all that outstanding. The first one is always Curlia. Never a problem, Psybeam did absolutely nothing to me, and I put it in the floor with Thunderfang. Not an issue. But his Zangoose, for whatever reason, is not a huge fan of me. Always manages to get the Hone Claw first, and gets the attack and the accuracy boost, meaning it's not missing and it's hitting really hard. I can't outspeed this thing because it's just stronger than me, even though I'm 10 levels above, meaning that no matter what I could do, it always pretty much one-shot me. I battled that dude like 2 or 3 more times and then promptly gave up because there's no way I'm throwing away all of my money against a Zangoose. Forget about it. But then again, I feel like there might be more trainers on this route that are on the Soul Hate train, because I went up against this trainer here that was rocking a Sandile with Dig, and I could not kill this thing no matter how hard I tried. It took me forever with a lot of stalling. Even 10 to 12 levels above it, I was struggling. That fight right there made me quickly realize that eventually I should probably turn this Shinx into a Dark Terra type, because even if I were to turn it into like a Fire type Terra type or an Ice type Terra type with Fire Fang or Ice Fang, if it could even get that, I'm still struggling desperately against the ground types, and I can't really have that. After finally getting past that Sandile and a couple more random trainers around the area, I decided to go ahead and continue with the story. Obviously, the only story that I haven't started at this point was Starfall Street. I went ahead and did battle with the Team Star member that was guarding the Fire type base. He was only rocking a Houndour, so it was really no trouble whatsoever. However, soon after that battle, I realized that I had to stop because there was one huge problem preventing me from entering the Team Star base. I would need at least 3 Pokemon to enter the base to do the challenge. The problem is, we are doing a challenge run with a single Shinx. So, even if I wanted to go in there, I don't have anybody trained up nearly enough to take this base on. So, I wasn't really sure what I should do next. So instead of just sitting there and pondering for hours on end what I could be doing, I decided to go ahead and leave it to you guys, since you guys are going to be the ones that determine whether or not this series continues. Now, I went ahead and thought of at least 3 ideas that we could utilize to continue this. However, if you have your own suggestion as to what I should do next in this situation, please feel free to tell me everything in the comment section below, because we will be listening, and the best option we will run with. But let's talk about what some of those options are. I could A, grab 2 random Pokemon, train those up off screen, and utilize those Pokemon just so we can get through. Or B, train up 2 more Shinx that we utilize only for the Starfall Street storyline and nothing else. Option C, of course, is whatever you guys decide. Tell me any ideas that you have as to how we can get past this in the comment section below, and we'll probably just pick the best option. Aside from that though, can't really continue otherwise, so I'm gonna leave it to you guys to tell me what we should do next to see what would be fair when doing this challenge run. And so, with that, we end off part 1 of our solo run of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, utilizing only 1 Shinx. So first, I have a question that needs answering, and then I have a favor to ask you guys. So, question. How are we feeling about this hybrid between story time and Let's Play style? Because personally, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It allows me in real time to say my thoughts out loud, while also allowing me to interact with myself later down the line when editing. It makes it a lot more fun for me personally. However, if we'd like to change styles or anything like that, I'm totally not opposed. If we want to change it to strictly Let's Play style, that's totally fine too, because I could probably get that out sooner if that's what you guys want. However, if we don't mind doing it like this is a lot of fun for me and I don't mind doing it, and we can keep doing this until the DLC comes out. And then when it comes to the favor, I just need you guys to show your love for this one if you want to see this series continue. If you enjoyed anything of what's going on here, if you liked having it on in the background, or you like seeing me struggle, you want to continue to see me struggle as hard as possible to get through this game with only Shinx, then please, please, please make sure to like the video, make sure to leave some comments and tell me how you guys are feeling about this series, and, you know, make sure to vote on every episode on what we're gonna do next with things, because I'm sure this is not the only time that something like this is gonna happen. So, I just need y'all to show your love for this one more than anything before, because otherwise I don't know if you guys want this series to continue. I just need to know that you guys want this one, alright? But, with that being said, we should probably go ahead and cut it off here, because it's already getting kind of long. So, I would like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. Thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!